no shelter from this wind. It's going to be a tough one. Oh. Section of the Rosedale Mines from my very first walk. Didn't realise I'd be coming so close again to here. Yeah, very similar area. That's where I lived from before. Just finished editing that first video and here I am back again in a very similar area. I didn't realise I'd be coming so close to that first route that I did. The weather is quite different from that first one. It's extremely windy. I'm just kind of putting my hand around the camera to see if it'll mask some of the wind. But I'm glad I brought my woolly hat and my windbreaker, so I'd be quite in a lot of pain if I didn't have that, because I get like an extreme pain from the wind in my ears, in my ear canal. So I'm really glad I brought my woolly hat, because that's helped me a lot. I didn't even get 1 kilometre before having to switch from my baseball cap to this woolly hat, but it's helped a lot. I still can't believe that I've actually managed to bring myself back to the same spot from my first hike about nearly a month ago. I've just got to the exact same spot where I had a break on that first hike. Sat against that rock. Wind so you can hear me. Yeah, it's just a bit strange that I've spent about a day and a half editing that first video and there was errors on it, so I had to just basically not start from scratch but reprocess the video and then I'm going to re-upload it when I get back. But it's just strange, I've spent a good day and a half or so sat editing the thing, looking at all this footage over and over again from this area, and then somehow I've managed to bring myself back to it. I don't know how I've done that. It's just, you know, I've moved on from using the Ordnance app to All Trails, and I'm going to pay for the premium. It's only about £30 for the year, so I might just buy that soon, and then I can actually download the maps when I can't get signal. Yeah, so I know it's going to be windy for the audio. So straight ahead in the distance there is that little random wall that was left standing from an old building. So this will be roughly where I had to cut down through all the heather and then to that farm. Anything like that this time. I don't think I even noticed this little shelter last time I came down this route. Just further down here is where I had to cut down across the heathers on my first hike. But I haven't had a break yet, so this is a nice little spot. It's not even that windy now. It's a shame. I kind of wish it was still really windy, and I'd appreciate that much more. much more. But it is really windy, but this area is nice and sheltered. I'll be even more sheltered in a second. It's a bit damp to sit down, and it just smells like moss. But it's nice to be in silence. So that's Blakey Ridge over there, and that looks like a really cool place to wild camp. Yeah, I think I'll check that out when I get to a bit further along in the summer and I want to do a bit of a wild camping in the UK. That's the spot. I don't know how much you can see of that building, but it's like Hogwarts, but made out of wood. So I've just been down to like sea level pretty much. Just, you know, there's rivers, and just getting out of the wind was tremendous. I've just hit the 10-mile mark now, so a couple more miles to go. But it's like a few degrees warmer down here. Warm enough to just be in my t-shirt. And it's a bit more humid as well. It's just a bit more comfortable. It's the most comfortable part of the walk in terms of the weather. That place is called Rock House. I need to look that up online. Just out of curiosity. See how the other half live. Whilst peasants like me get to wander. But look at it. It's just like amazing to walk around at this time of year. Just everything's coming to life. And that is where party balloons end up. I hope you had a fun 40th, whoever you are. So the thing with these routes is, I mean, look at this. Look, can you see that? That is where someone has encountered a barbed wire fence, whoever made this trail. So I've just literally had to climb over a barbed wire fence. So they're not by any means perfect, these trails. I mean, look at this. Look where I'm going now. Like, there's nettles everywhere. So now I'm thinking that the person who made this route didn't actually go this way. Maybe they lost GPS signal and then it just made like a fake straight line on the route, which they didn't actually go through. So it's about having a bit of common sense now. And the wind is getting back up because I'm getting higher in elevation. Oh, that's nice. Ow. Ow. Look at this. Oh, that rock just moved. That wasn't as stable as I thought. But we're across. Oh God. See, that's all it was. To me, the route looked like I was coming through that field, but in reality, they'll have been on this trail, they'll have crossed the other side of that fence at the end of the bottom of that field, and this is the path that, that they're on. It's happened a couple of times to me. Happened on the very first hike. Same thing. I thought I was on the exact right route, but I was like 15 feet to the right and I had to climb over a barbed wire fence. Check this out. Like a shelter that someone's made. Wow. How cool is this? There she is. Woo! That was a tough one. That was a tough one. There's the car. Another one in the bag.